We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
On the set.
Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor, fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. And you look at the Saints defense. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Second down, another run with Taylor. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 33 and a first. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
There, Richardson back to throw it. And it's complete to Mitchell. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The Colts sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Second down and 3. Throw left side taken in by Pittman. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
Let's go. Let's go.
They're going right back to Pittman. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up second down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Gay's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0.
Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And, Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
The leading rusher among rookies a season ago. Here's Kenneth Walker.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
And going right back to Walker.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Trying the left side with Walker.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They'll try the air now with Smith.
There's Chris Olave. He's to the 15.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Chris Olave.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Saints are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants it drive in.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And the Saints are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's 2nd and 7. Now a man who's taken the reins with the Cowboys, it's Tony Pollard.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Hopkins' kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
It's caught. Mitchell. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Okay, break. Cowboy 80. Ready?
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Let's go now.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Buffalo 18.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
And Smith's throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They run again with Walker. And this will wind up a Saints 1st down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Hey, trio left. Middle. 13X.
On 1st and 10, Smith.
He finds his man, Pollard.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Gino.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juju Brents. And the Colts are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. He'll get this one complete there to Pittman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
79 Broncos. Ready?
Now Richardson.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Okay, ready?
Now a 2nd and 10.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Richardson looking to throw. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown.
A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Colts have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Smith.
Gets this complete to Shaheed.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here's 2nd and 10.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. To throw is Smith.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Colts force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
On second down, it's Richardson to throw it.
Looking left, and he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Mustang 19.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Indy. 44 yards.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
65 cat.
Richardson now on 2nd down.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Cougar 19.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
But this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. DeForest Buckner able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Buckner still that monster 6'7" presence around which the Colts defense builds itself. Give him another 8 sacks and a couple forced fumbles last season, his 3rd with the club.
3rd and 4.
Throwing now is Gino.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
53.
Now Gino on first down. And he's down right around midfield at 3.
Second down and 8. option play. Here's Pollard.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
18.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Big Leonard Williams, the one who came in and got him.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Got it. Ready?
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready?
And Richardson back to throw it. He'll drop this down to Taylor.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Ready, ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Dragon 60. Go.
Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. Touchdown. 15-yard touchdown, Brown.
And the Colts have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here's 1st and 10.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here's 2nd down.
Now Smith.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Gino now to throw. Trying to lay one up deep.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Smith. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Come on, set. Ready.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
On the ready.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
19 tight. 19, Buffalo 18. Pioneer.
Richardson looking to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Gay is on for the point after. And the lead is up to 14. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
No ball.
Here's Smith. He's got Johnson.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Two timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10. Smith to throw.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.